Representative Angelina Helen D. L. Tan from 4th District of Quezon for her privilege.
Honorable Angelina Helen Tan from the 4th District of Quezon is now recognized. You may proceed.
Maraming salamat at magandang hapon po, Ginoong Speaker, dear colleagues. I rise on a matter of personal and collective privilege, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues in this august chamber, regarding an uploaded TikTok video which imputes corruption allegations against me and my husband, DPWH Regional Director, Engineer Ronel Tan. I have entitled this privileged speech as PLLO Undersecretary, TikToking a good name on behalf of a dirty politics. Kung sino itong malisyosong Presidential Legislative Assistant na ito na may ranggong Undersecretary, Ginoong Speaker, ay nakahanda akong ibunyag para sa kaalaman ng lahat. Pero hayaan po sana ninyo muna akong ihayag kung ano ang mga pangyayari. Noon pong December 1 ng nakaraang taon, ipinagbigay alam sa akin ng ilang mga kaibigan at taga-suporta ang patungkol sa isang website, sovereignph.com, na nasa likod ng mga paninira laban sa akin at aking kabiyak. Kasama dito ang isang kumakalat na video na in-upload sa TikTok. TikTok, as we all know, is a short-form video sharing app that allows users to create and share videos on any topic. Videos uploaded in TikTok are usually exciting, spontaneous, and genuine. Ngunit ang TikTok na aking tinutukoy na in-upload sa pamamagitan ng username at sovereignph ay kakaiba dahil hindi siya exciting o nakakasabik, hindi siya spontaneous o kusang loob, at lalong hindi siya genuine o makatotohanan. Ang TikTok na ito ay kabaligtaran ng lahat. Ito ay hindi exciting o kapanapanabik dahil ano ba naman ang exciting sa walang patumanggang paninira ng mabuting pangalan na matagal na inalagaan at iningatan. Hindi rin ito spontaneous o kusang loob dahil ito ay malinaw na premeditated, pinagplanuhan at pinag-aksayahan ng panahon at resources. At lalong hindi ito genuine o tunay dahil ito ay tahasan lamang paninira at walang basehang pagbibintang. Sa video ay malinaw na mapapansin ang isang caption sa ilalim ng larawan naming mag-asawa na nagsasabing, "Exclusive, DOJ urged to probe Kong Helen Tan's Hospital for graft." Habang sa bandang itaas naman ito, ay nakasulat ang salitang corrupt officials. Kung hindi ito tahasang paninira ay hindi ko na po alam. Wala pa nga ang pruweba, puro akusasyon lamang, wala pa silang napapatunayan, corrupt officials na agad kaming mag-asawa. What has been shown or depicted in the video is totally unfair, untrue, unjustified, and utterly malicious. Kung sino man ang may pinanghahawakang ebidensya na nagpapatunay ng aming pang-aabuso sa kapangyarihan, buong puso po naming haharapin at patutunayan na wala kaming kasalanan sa lahat ng kanilang mga ibinibintang na mga kasinungalingan. Ipinakita rin po sa TikTok na ito ang isang drone shot na nagsasabing isang malaking mansyon sa probinsya ng Quezon na di umano'y pagmamay-ari ng isang political couple. Ito ay malinaw na namang ipinatutungkol sa aming mag-asawa. Sa ngayon ay hindi na po mapapanood ang nasabing video dahil ito ay tinanggal na sa TikTok. Mr. Speaker, vicious insinuation without credible proof is now becoming the name of the game, and I did not stand here to dignify that. Hinahamon ko ang aking mga kalaban sa politika, magsampa kayo ng kaso kung gusto ninyo, patunayan ninyo, huwag puro bintang at padinira. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, I am wondering what is the connection of former Congressman and now Undersecretary Jacinto Villegas Paras of the PLLO and all of these machinations. The last time I know, the Presidential Legislative Liaison Office is tasked to officially orchestrate the formulation and shepherding of the President's legislative agenda and all other concerns of the Executive Department having to do with legislative and liaisons with Congress regarding all matters impinging on executive-legislative relations. As a matter of fact, that office is mandated to promote presidential legislative initiatives and other administration-sponsored priority policy reforms and development programs responsive to the realization of presidential social contract with Filipino people and achievement of the Philippine Development Plan. Its vision is supposedly that of the executive and legislative branches of government working together in harmonious, collaborative, and transparent environment for the attainment of goals beneficial to the greater majority of Filipino people. Ngayon, Mr. Speaker, ang tanong ko kay Yusek Paras ay ito. Ano itong ginawa mo? Ba talaga ang gawain mo sa PLLO? O alam mo ba ang trabahong pinasok mo? Mr. Speaker, on December 7, my lawyer filed before the NBI Lucena City a formal request to investigate the identities of the perpetrators behind the malicious online posts against me and my husband, particularly those people behind this evil-intentioned TikTok. And look what they have found, Mr. Speaker. The NBI, after thorough investigation, has found out that the website I mentioned earlier, which is responsible for these malicious posts, is connected with Sovereign News Publishing, which is owned by Mr. Jacinto Villegas Paras. Mr. Speaker, the Department of Trade and Industry, no less, has issued a certification on January 22, 2021 in Makati City that per its available records, pursuant to Act Number 3883 as amended, otherwise known as Business Name Law, there has been an existing business name registration filed as Sovereign News Publishing. It was registered on August 19, 2020 with certificate number 2094548 under the name of Jacinto Villegas Paras as its owner. So sandali lang, Yusek. Hindi ba't ito'y isang malinaw na conflict of interest? The DTI has issued this certification in response to the letter request from the NBI Taft Avenue Ermita dated January 21, 2022, and on which basis the NBI has issued a subpoena to Yusek Paras. Sadly, he failed to appear before the NBI to shed light on this matter. Siguro ay nalinawan ang isyong ito kung sumipot lamang si Yusek Paras, na ipinatawag ng NBI noong February 4, 2021 upang ipaliwanag kung ano ang kanyang kinalaman o nalalaman ukol sa pagpapalipad ng drone at tahasang paninira laban sa akin. Siguro naman, matapos kong ibunyag ngayon ang pangyayaring ito dito mismo sa Kongreso, ay mapipilitan siyang humarap sa ikalawang patawag ng NBI na itinakda sa darating na February 22. Pakipaliwanag lang, Yusek Paras, kung bakit nag-abala kang magpalipad ng drone at sirain kaming mag-asawa. Yan ba ang bago mong trabaho bilang Undersecretary, sir? Bahagi ba ito ng isang harmonious, collaborative, and transparent environment na gusto niyong mangyari sa relasyon ng Kongreso at Ehekutibo? Pero ang mas malaking tanong siguro kay Yusek Paras, sino ang tao na nasa likod mo? At dahil ang video na ito ay in-upload sa TikTok na walang pahintulot mula sa akin, hindi ba ito ay nangangahulugan rin na paglabag sa aking privacy rights? Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues of this August Chamber, we cannot take this issue lightly. Kung nagawa ito sa akin ni Mr. Paras o kung nagawa ito laban sa akin ni Yusek Paras, kaya rin niya itong gawin sa sinuman na kanyang pwedeng ituring na kalaban o di kaya'y mga kalaban ng kanyang mga itinuturing na kakampi sa politika. I cannot believe that Mr. Paras will do this insane, blatantly malicious, and contemptible thing on his own. Wala naman akong ginawa na anuman laban sa kanya. I don't even know him personally, except from what I read before regarding his involvement with the so-called Gang of Five and a cell phone theft right in the premises of the House of Representatives, which the complainant, a former congressman, believed to have been made in order to get information against a senator. But clearly, he did this at the instance, perhaps, of a friend, political ally, for all time's sake. I can only surmise, Mr. Speaker. Pero kahit anong paninirang puri ang inyong gawin, no matter what TikToking you do to tarnish our character in the name of politicking, the good name that we have painstakingly built will remain a legacy to our children. I refuse to be coerced by your kind, and I will never stoop to your level. After this speech, I will respectfully decline to yield the floor for interpellation. I took the floor to answer the personal attack against me and to expose the mastermind or just maybe one of those who have a hand in it. And any interpellation will merely serve to waste the time of the House, considering that appropriate charges will be filed in court soon. Pero nais ko lang sanang manawagan kay Yusek Paras, Mr. Speaker, na sa pagkakataong ito, na kung meron pa siyang natitirang hiya, delikadesa at respeto sa kanyang sarili, ay magbitiw na siya sa kanyang pwesto at huwag nang ilagay pa sa alanganin ang maselang trabaho ng kanyang tanggapang pinaglilingkuran. I also call upon the leadership of this chamber to look into this matter in as much as it involves a liaison with the House, who instead of sustaining a day-to-day collaboration with this chamber is unjustly undermining one of its members, all in the name of dirty politics and hopefully not at our taxpayers' expense. This is certainly out of bounds and highly immoral. As I end, Mr. Speaker, let me quote Proverbs 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen